Hello my gorgeous Taurus, this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's in between the 11th and the actual 17th of July 2022. My goodness, when it comes to the beginning of this week, do you know what I mean? It's to do with a little mistake that you are gonna become aware of, and it's the mistake. It's not that you've made a mistake, but it's the certain decision that you've made, and maybe other people were saying, oh, that's not the right thing, or maybe the other people close to you didn't agree with this, and for some reason it had a very strong energy of the actual mistake connected to it, where the news and information that you're going to become aware of at the beginning of this week, it's going to make you aware of that particular mistake, if I can say like that, because you're going to find this so rewarding, because the information and news and message that you're going to have, it's going to make you well aware of the fact that you haven't made a mistake, my gorgeous Taurinis. You did the best possible thing ever, and you will see the power of your mind, you will see the power of your spirit, the power of your soul, like coming out of you like a big mama, like there is no tomorrow. And I'm saying this because you're gonna feel so good about yourself, you're gonna feel quite cocky, but in the best possible way. You're gonna feel really pleased with yourself, because on one hand you will know that you just proved a huge point to yourself, but you're also going to be able to prove an absolutely massive point to the other people who were kind of questioning you at the time, people who were questioning what you were doing and made you feel maybe even a little bit uncomfortable. So this is why, my gorgeous Taurini, this is going to be absolutely brilliant when it comes to you. So that mistake that you're going to become aware of, you're actually going to find so rewarding. Not only rewarding, but also in terms of your own little justice. This is gonna bring you so kind of like this is gonna bring like up like a very much a sincere desire within you, and that it's all gonna come from you feeling quite self-satisfied, but then at the same time, the advice that you're gonna gain out of the situation is one specific thing. Always, no matter what, trust your intuition. When you want to do something important, do what you want to do, not what somebody else says that you should do, you see. And even if you do it wrong, it doesn't matter. It is your life, it is your spirit, it is your spiritual journey, it is your soul. You're dealing with yourself, you're dealing with your spirit, you're dealing with your life. So even if you make a wrong decision at the time, it doesn't matter. If it's important and karmically connected to your life, it is going to be keep on repeating until you get it right. So it absolutely doesn't matter. But if you live your life by, maybe if you're not kind of give so much credit to yourself like you should, because you're very wise, you're very clever, if you give more credit to someone else and somebody else's opinion, then you're just kind of giving your power away. So this in itself is going to make you aware of the fact how important it is, my lord, not to give your power away whatsoever at any moment in life. So even if you kind of make a wrong decision, it doesn't matter. At the time you're meant to make the wrong decision, maybe you just need to learn something, maybe you need to brush up on certain things, it doesn't matter. It's a very complex subject, but in itself this is actually really good. So you're gonna find this really rewarding, because this actually did cause a little bit of unhappiness in your life over the last 8 months in particular, and also it's all because of the misunderstanding, because people couldn't understand you. So it's all about a misunderstanding. But again, very strong sign, it doesn't matter if people can understand you or not, because you live this life according to your spiritual journey. So it doesn't really matter. When you feel very strongly about something, you should just go for it, you should just do it. You see, this is why this is so important. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Taurini, it's all about your practical knowledge. It's all about your practical knowledge, and it's the negotiation that I'm talking about. Negotiation that I'm talking about is just so important for you to go for. Please, the next 3 weeks after this moment in time are gonna be mind-blowing in so many different ways, especially in terms of the actual opportunities that are really going to surprise you. Very interesting opportunities that are gonna come completely out of the blue, but it's gonna start at this moment in time, my gorgeous Taurini. So it's about the practical knowledge, it's about you understanding something that you need to have this important negotiation. So that in itself, it's going to reflect on the lack of ambition, you know, and if you don't have this negotiation, you know, then this is like kind of gonna slow you down a little bit, knowing like, oh my god, I'm slow. No, baby, no. But it's gonna slow you down in terms of like, not necessarily that you would not feel like you are in a lack of ambition, you don't have enough ambition, lack of ambition, things like that. But it's just all about kind of being slowed down a little bit and not releasing your spirit to its like kind of full effect, you see. So that's why it's important to get this right, okay? And this is going to reflect on the lack of ambition, but in the best possible way. Okay, it's going to release negative energy, but also, you know, it is going to release like kind of like a lots of temporary distraction that you have been dealing with over the last 11 to 12 weeks. Indeed, this is like gonna really pretty much so gonna put you on the path of your own wisdom, where you are gonna make such an important decision, and the decision that you're gonna make is gonna be based on your own sound judgment, on your own serene knowledge, on your own common sense, but it's coming from the actual spiritual penetration when it comes to like things that you have learned over the last 2 years in particular. The hidden emotion is going to come to the surface, and that is going to point towards what exactly you should do in order to make the best possible decision when it comes to your own practicality, especially when it comes to you feeling like restrained and not making the most out of a life. Okay, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Taurini, it's just like, wow, ooh la la. It's all about like pretty much so having a control over a certain situation that was draining your strength, and it affected your courage, it affected your energy, it affected your determination, it affected you kind of being ready for action, you know, because your confidence was affected. You see, so many different levels are actually attached to it. So you are finally going to have a control over this situation, and that in itself, it's going to make you kind of aware of the hidden enemy. And of course that these hidden enemies, it's going to make you aware of the hidden enemies, but not directly connected to your life. You will be looking at something on the outside, you will be focusing on something else that was draining your energy so fast, so you will get that sorted as well at the same time, because beautifully you are going to realize that you're so much more powerful than everything that's happening around you, and the more confident you are, the more untouchable and unbreakable you're actually going to be. You see, important. And that in itself is going to make you aware of the hidden enemies on the outside, and that in itself is going to give you hopeful outlook, and it's also going to give you like, wow, quite favorable expectations, you know, that you would not expect this at this moment in time. You're going to become aware of the new alliances, but also at the same time, very, very important reunion, it's going to come up. Very important reunion is going to come up. You know, the return of someone really interesting, it's about to come up in your life. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, stranger in the night, you know, the return of the stranger in the night. No, baby, no. I'm talking about somebody like a very close to you, somebody very important to you, somebody whom you've kind of lost the contact with or touch with. So there is the return of an some kind of old friend, some kind of reunion. It's going to happen, and this is going to mean to you so much, because that particular person, it's going to play such a big role in your life, because that person is going to inspire you, that person is going to make you feel so good about yourself, but that person is also going to kind of highlight the desire and determination, and it's going to highlight your own strong willpower, you know, and that in itself, it's all going to boil down, and it's all going to point towards a rather intelligent choice. So through that person, you're going to know, you're going to have your own confirmation about this intelligent choice that I'm talking about. This is to do with your desire, but it's also going to resolve so much of negativity in your life. You will know exactly what is the right thing to do. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.